Englewood, officially documented as habitable land in 1840 when Chicago was being known for its miles of railroad tracks and booming economy. It was considered a supporting neighborhood until the Great Chicago Fire gave the neighborhood life by housing displaced victims of this tragedy. A large portion of the Chicago residents had moved to the outskirts of Englewood because Englewood's railroad connections to downtown Chicago made it a convenient location. Later being defined by the shopping center at 63rd and Halsted under Mayor Richard Bailey. And then after that, in 1999, $256 million in revitalization plan, which started with the relocation of Kennedy King College. I thought, what better place to find out information about the Englewood residents than a local barbershop and the alderman's office, which coincidentally lie on the same street of 63rd. I first walked into the alderman's office and I spoke with Veronica Goodman, who had a lot to say about her experiences in Englewood since the year of 1986.
Well, it depends on the area. There are some areas that have more heavily crime now than they did in the past. But all in all, there's still a lot of good people there, especially from the block that I came from. I see a growing community. I see a mixed community in 20 years.
Meaning?
Meaning all different type of race.
Races as far as blacks, whites,
Latino, maybe some other races as well. Well, that depends. I think the good people could still be here. And I don't think there's anything wrong with a mixed community. I don't think it'll have any effect on Englewood at all, negatively.
Do you have relatives in Englewood?
Yes, I do. My mom still lives in Englewood.
On the same block, Palani?
Yes.
And she has been a resident there since 86, 87, or?
Yes.
In the same location?
In the same location. From Daly, I have an Associate of Arts degree. And from Chicago State, I got a bachelor's in accounting with a minor in computer science.
I asked Ms. Goodman what effect did having two-parent household have on her upbringing in the Englewood neighborhood.
No, my mom actually she went to Malcolm X and got a CNA certificate. And my dad, he was very educated. He didn't have a degree, but he was from Tele, Honduras, so he was big on reading. He was a reader. Okay. When he came here at 14, he had the language barrier because when he came to America, he spoke fluent Spanish.
Do you speak Spanish?
No, I understand a lot, but I don't speak. Okay. But yeah, and he was heavy on us about education. My parents were. I have a family that on the block that I live in, they've invested in that block. Their mom owns a home, one of the brothers owns another home, and the sister owns a home across the street. So on the same block. I also asked
Ms. Goodman about the stereotypes of Englewood and what she thought about them.
One of the stereotypes that I've heard often is that Englewood is a bad place to live. Even looking for a house recently, someone seen the address 65th Planet. Oh my God, it's bad over there. I'm like, no, actually it's not. A lot of the people that I went to school with are still in Englewood, and they are invested. They have homes, they got good jobs, and they're there to stay. So
okay. And
well, in terms of someone who don't know the struggles that people have growing up in Englewood, I really don't pay attention to that. But sometimes it makes you feel like they judge you according to everything that they hear on I would say maybe the news or what they read in the newspaper. But every single part of Englewood is not bad, especially the block that I grew up. on. I mean, there were times when there were crimes going all around us, but I think that due to the fact that when I was younger growing up, that the block club actually made a difference on our block, because we had seniors who didn't tolerate certain things on our block. And I think if Englewood could get back to that, if they start organizing block clubs from block to block, and making them strong block clubs, not letting the younger generation get away with things that they're normally used to getting away with, then Englewood would be a better place. But I truly feel that a lot of people listen to the media and without finding out for themselves, because people go off of what they hear. They don't take the experience for themselves.
And if you could tell someone that would be looking at this right now that has a stereotype about Englewood, what would you suggest that they do?
I would suggest that they actually come to Englewood and meet the people that are born and raised here. There are a lot of good people in Englewood with good jobs that are invested here. They have homes here. They raise children here. They sent their kids to school here, and we didn't get bused. We walked. And there was crime around Englewood and in Englewood, and there's going to be crime when some of us leave Englewood. So I just think people need to get the experience for themselves. Don't go off of what they hear.